France, 1869. Amidst an army struggling with food shortages, Emperor Napoleon III issued a challenge. Who could create a cheap fat as durable as butter to sustain his soldiers? And thus, margarine was born, not out of a love for health, but from the pressures of war. From a temporary wartime substitute, this artificial butter found its way into every kitchen, sparking a century-long rivalry with traditional butter. So, are we eating a gift from nature or a result of mathematics and chemistry? This is QC Project. Simple Things. The journey where we peel back the layers of the most ordinary things. To understand the difference, look at how they are born. Butter is a pure gift from the pasture. It begins with rich milk, churned until the fat particles naturally crystallize into a golden mass. That hue is the honest preservation of sunlight and fresh grass. For millennia, butter has been more than an ingredient. It is the symbol of authenticity in the kitchen. Margarine, by contrast, is a masterpiece of simulation from the lab. Instead of waiting for nature, humans use chemical engineering to force liquid vegetable oils into a solid state to mimic butter. This rivalry was once so intense that it sparked a color war in the late 19th century. To protect real butter, many US states forced margarine to be dyed pink or sold it as a stark white lard-like block accompanied by a yellow dye capsule for customers to mix themselves at home. These restrictions lasted until after World War II. The margarine you see today, with its golden glow and enticing scent, is a remarkable feat of technology attempting to recreate a pastoral legacy. One is distilled from life, the other is shaped by technical precision. Butter is one of humanity's oldest foods, dating back thousands of years to when humans first domesticated livestock. It was more than just food, it was a symbol of prosperity. However, the emergence of margarine was a distinct turning point, born of a political crisis. In 1869, French Emperor Napoleon III offered a grand prize to anyone who could create a butter substitute that was cheaper yet nutritious enough to sustain his army and the working class amidst a severe food shortage. Chemist Hippolyte Mege won the contest with an invention called oleomargarine. Initially, it wasn't made from plants, but from beef tallow. As technology advanced, animal fat was replaced by hydrogenated vegetable oils to cut costs and extend shelf life. By the 20th century, the reputation war truly ignited. In the 1970s and 80s, as fears over cholesterol and heart disease peaked, margarine was hailed as the healthier alternative to butter. Yet history took another turn at the end of the century when scientists discovered the dangers of trans fats in industrial margarine. From a savior, margarine suddenly became the center of health controversies, while butter gradually reclaimed its status as a pure, natural product. To understand why butter and margarine behave differently, we must look at the structure of their fatty acids. Butter consists primarily of saturated fat. At the molecular level, its carbon chains are fully saturated with hydrogen atoms, creating a straight and rigid structure. This allows butter to remain solid at room temperature, yet melt smoothly the moment it hits body temperature, around 37 degrees Celsius, creating that irreplaceable, rich mouthfeel. In contrast, margarine is essentially vegetable oil, unsaturated fat, whose molecular chains are kinked, keeping them liquid. To turn this oil into a butter-like solid, scientists use a process called hydrogenation, forcing additional hydrogen atoms into the molecular chains to straighten them out. However, this process is a double-edged sword. It inadvertently creates trans fats, a distorted molecular structure that the human body struggles to metabolize, leading to cardiovascular risks. While butter naturally carries fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, K, modern margarine often requires these to be added back in, along with emulsifiers to keep the oil and water from separating. The production of butter begins with massive tanks of fresh milk. The milk is centrifuged to separate the heavy cream, which is then fed into high-speed churns. This continuous mechanical action breaks the protective membranes of the fat globules, forcing them to clump together into golden butter solids while separating the liquid buttermilk. The butter is then washed and kneaded to achieve a uniform, plastic consistency before being wrapped in foil or parchment paper to block out light and external odors. In contrast, margarine production is a feat of emulsification and temperature control. Refined vegetable oils, processed through modern intraesterification or partial hydrogenation, are mixed with water, salt, emulsifiers, and vitamins. This mixture is passed through a rapid cooling and agitation system, the Votator process. Here, the normally immiscible oil and water are forced to combine into a smooth, spreadable structure. Because margarine tends to be softer than butter, it is typically packaged in sealed plastic tubs to maintain moisture and ensure easy spreading straight from the refrigerator. The biggest and most enduring myth is labeling butter as the villain. For half a century, we were taught that the saturated fat in butter was the primary cause of clogged arteries. However, modern research has begun to exonerate butter, suggesting that in moderation, it isn't the threat we once believed. Conversely, margarine was once hailed as a cardiovascular savior, yet it harbored trans fats, the artificial fats that the medical community now agrees are far more dangerous than the natural fats found in butter. The debate also rages in the culinary world. Can margarine truly replace butter? For professional chefs, the answer is almost always no. The myth that margarine works in every baking recipe is flawed. Its higher water content can ruin the delicate structure of pastries like croissants or shortbread. However, in the modern era, a new debate has emerged. Non-dairy vegan butter is becoming an ethical choice for plant-based lifestyles. This shifts the battle beyond health, turning it into a discussion about personal values and environmental sustainability. In modern cuisine, butter and margarine no longer fight for dominance. Instead, they have claimed their own territories based on their inherent natures. Butter remains the undisputed king in professional kitchens. Chefs adore it for creating the perfect structure in flaky croissants or the silken finish of classic French sauces. It offers a deep richness, packed with vitamins A, D, E, and K from grass-fed cows, a value that technology struggles to replicate perfectly. When you need sophistication and depth, butter is the only choice. Margarine, by contrast, wins on the front of convenience and industrial efficiency. It doesn't need time to soften. It's spreadable and ready the moment it leaves the fridge. With an accessible price point and a cholesterol-free vegetable oil base, margarine has become the go-to for the masses, those prioritizing speed and a diet controlled for saturated fats. This coexistence reflects our modern reality. One represents heritage and luxury taste, the other represents efficiency and universality. Ultimately, neither is absolutely better. There is only which one is better suited for your purpose at that moment. Here is a 10-second rule to turn you into a fat appraisal expert right at your dining table. Next time you're faced with two golden blocks and can't tell the real butter from the margarine, test them with your body heat. Take a pea-sized piece and place it in the palm of your hand or on the tip of your tongue. Spend exactly 10 seconds feeling it. Real butter has a unique melting point. It will begin to dissolve the moment it smoothly touches your 37 degrees Celsius body temperature, leaving a cool sensation and vanishing completely. Conversely, if after 10 seconds the piece holds its shape or leaves a waxy, sticky film on your palate, it is undoubtedly margarine. Why does this matter? Because the melting point is the direct evidence of molecular structure. These 10 seconds don't just help you spot the difference. They help you understand why butter is the soul of cuisine. It melts in harmony with our bodies rather than remaining a stubborn block of industrial fat. Ultimately, the battle between butter and margarine has no absolute winner. One is the essence of the pasture, carrying the deep richness that professional chefs crave. The other is a marvel of food engineering, offering convenience and heart-healthy efforts in a modern world. Choosing between them is, in fact, how you choose to connect with your table. the purity of tradition, or the precision of technology. No product is perfect. Only understanding and moderation create a quality life. Because sometimes true value isn't about what's more expensive, but about knowing exactly what you are putting into your body. If you enjoyed this story, tell us in the comments what simple thing we should explore next. Your idea might become our next episode. This is QC Project, Simple Things. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the simple things in everyday life. Because what you see is never the whole story. There's always something deeper beneath the surface. See you in the next one.